Yeah, I'm sitting here reading the headlines today, and it turns out John Denver died.
Yeah? What year on? Oh, I meant to say something earlier. If this had been an actual emergency, the tone you had just heard would have been followed by news and instructions. Hey everybody, welcome to Grown Man Record Night. We appreciate y'all mug fugs joining us on this glorious Friday evening. It's one of them times, man, I said it last week, but I'll say it again. This is my first full week back after a long ass vacation.
Yeah.
Boy, I couldn't have been so damn happy to see a Friday come along, man. It's been cold as shit here. I had a little winter weather roll through, and then the last couple of days it's been in the 60s, 70s.
It was 65 degrees this morning.
I know that shit's coming back though, bro.
But it's getting cold now.
It's gonna get nasty. It's gonna get plumb nasty.
Yeah, it's getting cold outside as we speak.
Yeah, Steve Fever's gonna be here, but he wasn't able to join us here last minute.
He's a last second scratch.
He's a last second scratch.
So I got up, got out of bed, and put my pajamas off and come on over here and filled in for him tonight.
I think he's still salty about that national championship on Monday.
I didn't want to say anything after the game to him. I felt
that's raunchy.
I knew that was going to happen, but I kind of had that feeling it was going to happen. But,
you know, it's funny. Typically, I'm a Notre Dame guy. Yeah. I have been for most of my life, and my number 2 team has always been Alabama. My family's from Alabama.
Sure.
A lot of them are Crimson Tide fans, but I've always gravitated to Notre Dame. But I would pull for Alabama. But they've won so much in the last few years, and it's gotten to be kind of it's kind of like the Patriots. It's like, I don't know, how do you pull for the Patriots?
Stuff like that, though. You know?
But so this time I was like, well, they're playing Alabama, and I like Alabama, but Steve's team. They hadn't won a championship in a good while. I'm going to pull for Steve's team. Because I usually make, in whatever sport, I make a mantra to myself to where I pull for my friends' teams if I don't have a dog in the fight. You know, and that makes me root for somebody.
Yeah.
Because, I want my friends to feel good. I want them to be a down.
Yeah.
And so I actually pulled for Georgia, even though it was kind of hard for me in a way. But I did want Georgia to win, and that sucked. It was a great game to watch. It was a lot of fun.
It was exciting This is a really exciting last hour of real time.
Yeah, and really, I've gotten really bad about not watching whole games here lately. My patience just is not there. I watched this entire game and felt really good about it. It was great. It was a good time.
I had wrestling that going back and forth.
I joked with the girlfriend. I was like, we could be watching Raw right now. Yeah. Joking, but we could have been watching.
That's about the only time I utilize picture-in-picture on my television.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a handy feature,
Oh, it's handy.
So, for times like that. I was actually pulling for Georgia because when I was working in the football business,
F apostrophe.
one of the guys I worked with
Seth Hutt?
in another state, gave me a job and treated me really, really well. And he actually, Kirby Smart, who was the head coach of Georgia, his first coaching job was with the guy I worked for.
Oh, well, okay.
And then we had a guy on our staff there too that worked with Kirby at Alabama. He was like a low level,
right?
Like just below a graduate assistant. He worked with Kirby for a year and was on our staff too. And there was connections there, of course. And
yeah.
And he was a good guy. So yeah, Kirby. That's my little tie I have.
You gotta bring your level up, so.
I had a little tie of pulling for Georgia because of him. So.
Yeah, it was a fun game either way. I mean, me and the girlfriend sitting here, and especially I hate to have that shit on a Monday night, but
yeah, and late too. Start at 7 p.m. if you're gonna do it during the week.
Yeah, no shit. You know what? A couple weeks ago, or was it last week? A couple weeks ago, I did the top 10 of the year.
Okay.
I knew I was going to do it. I left out one of my favorite albums of this year.
I think we had this discussion, did we have this discussion
No.
last week or something, last Saturday night or something like that?
What? About what?
What you're getting ready to talk about?
No.
Oh, you just figured this out.
I just figured this out today because somebody asked, hey, have you ever heard this record? I'm like, holy freaking shit. I left this off probably the most inventive and interesting record that came out this year. And I would probably throw it in at number 3 after the Elder and the Mastodon record.
Elder was the one that okay.
That was numero uno. Yeah. This record came out on Rod and Easy Records. And if you're familiar with, are you familiar with Afrobeat, that style of music?
From old jazz, I am. It's
Afrobeat, fuzzed out Afrobeat.
Okay.
This group called Here Lies Man, and I think it's one of the coolest cover of the year by far. I think.
What's their deal? Are they American or are they?
Yeah, and it's Afrobeat, like a fuzzed out psychedelic Afrobeat on Rod and Easy Records. I think we talked about it on the show actually, and I completely forgot about this for a record for 2017. And let me tell you, like I just said, I had to throw it in at number 3. It's that big of a record, and for some reason I'm like, oh, I'm doing this thing, and I started listening to all these records, and I totally didn't do it. And I knew I was going to do that shit. I was going to forget about somebody that I'd really been enjoying this year, and I did. So I need to buy that. It's like an EP.
Yeah. So excuse my ignorance, but
sure.
I mean, was this a well-received album, or is this kind of an underground type?
Oh, it's under Rod and Easy, kind of the stoner doomy label, Rod and Easy.
So it's that same stuff we listen to.
It is, but imagine kind of on the more fuzzed out psychedelic side of things.
Okay.
But the beat is almost, it's that Afro beat, so it's got that soul vibe. Oh, it's great. It's a tremendous album. Go check that Here Lies Man on YouTube.
We may have heard.
If you guys watch the show and you know what kind of mug fugs we are, and we know what kind of mug fugs you are, go check out Here Lies Man. It's worth at least a little digital listen and a little streaming action. And if you like it, go buy the damn record from Rod and Easy because those guys are cool anyway. Yeah. Get out of here, cats. I don't see nobody in here about it. Yeah. Let's get into some business here.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, we were going to play some Bowie, and I forgot to. Because you said it was the anniversary of his death?
Yeah, this past week I think I saw that. So.
You know, he's actually sold 300,000 records.
I saw that too.
Since his death.
Yeah. It's
pretty crazy.
Well,
a lot of it has to do with some of the reissues and the album that was released.
Yeah, he's up there. I heard the local morning show that I'll sometimes listen to talked about the wealthiest. Well, turn my mic up if they can't.
Can't do it. You got to bring it up. Ain't no whispering.
All right.
Get up there right here. All you need.
The local radio morning show was talking about the richest dead celebrities.
Right.
And he was right up there. Do you know who's number 1?
Michael Jackson. Kitty?
Orko!
Get down.
Actually, now that I think about it, I don't remember who was number 1. Hey, good shot. I don't remember who's number 1.
You don't remember? This show's terrible. Why does anybody ever watch the show? I mean, this is just awful.
But it was like the typical, number 1 wasn't somebody you'd expect, actually.
Randy Cash, Johnny Cash's brother. That's who I don't expect. Randy Cash reads his tax statement.
He was actually right up there. Johnny Cash was like top 5. It was
really?
like Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, people like that. Bobby Brown, people.
Yeah. All right. Old Bobby B, huh?
He's dead.
Hey,
did you hear about Johnny BJ coming around?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Bon Jovi announced a new tour this week.
Really?
That got the internet world buzz.
Of course it did.
All our friends are of that age, they're into that. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
No. Do you know, I read this week, Jack White's going to put out a new record. And
what's the punchline?
No. Lazaretto came out a few years ago.
Yeah.
Good record.
Yeah.
Good record. And he did all kind of the weird, different hidden and not so hidden bullshit that goes along with the record.
Yeah.
Revealed details of his third solo album, Boarding House Reach, set to be released via Third Man and XL Recordings 23rd of March. This is going to be like, said his most ambitious work thus far, traversing musical genres from crunching rock and roll, electro, hard funk, proto-punk, hip-hop, gospel blues, and even country. This is pretty cool. So this was going to be a more straightforward, plain Jane. There's going to be some limited edition shit that's going to come out if you're part of the Third Man Vault. It's going to be the Third Man Vault package number 35. That's like a subscription service you got to like,
Cool.
Subscribe to. But that you listen to all those genres that's going to be represented. It's pretty interesting.
On one record.
Jack White is a guy I would traditionally try to find a way to throw salt on and fucking hate on because he's just, you know what? He does a lot of cool shit.
Yeah.
I like what he does, and I like most of what he's done as a body.
I would say to anybody, if you don't know much about Jack White, watch that It Might Get Loud.
It Might Get Loud,
documentary.
man. Yeah.
And he comes off as a pretty cool guy, man. He kind of appreciates the history of music,
Check this out.
Music.
Yeah, he does, and he loves and respects classic early music, and it's not in an ironic hipster kind of way. It's in a legitimate, real musician. This is where we came from kind of way.
Yep.
And it's pretty impressive to hear him talk about music. Yeah.
Very smart guy.
And what's very interesting, I watched an interview with him, and he's not a drinker.
Right.
Not a smoker. He said he's never smoked pot before.
Yeah, he's a pretty clean living person from what I've always heard.
Yeah, super clean, and like, music's his deal. So, hey, God bless him.
You were talking about new releases, too.
Yeah.
I got an email right before I came over here.
Right.
That I subscribed to the Fu Manchu newsletter.
Okay.
And they got a new record coming out in February.
I knew. Yeah, I heard about that. Pre came out or whatever you want to call it. What do you want to call
Available
it?
for pre-order on their website.
I don't know what any of that means.
It's a pretty good deal. It's a full LP for like $18. But one of the kind of, I told you, it's kind of cheesy, but it's cool at the same time. Is they photocopied what's his name, Scott Hill, the lead guy for Fu Manchu, blonde-headed guy.
Yeah.
They just photocopied his handwritten lyrics, like on a Xerox machine or whatever. And so you get like 11 pieces of paper that are like just copies of what he wrote in the studio, which is kind of cool. It's cheap, but it's something that's kind of cheesy, but it's kind of cool though,
For sure.
And then it comes with like some patches and stickers too.
That's cool for your battle vest.
Yeah, for $18, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably pre-order it.
You gonna put it on your cut, bro?
I'm gonna pre-order it, man.
You get the patches and put it on your cut, bro?
All right. Oh yeah. I gotta break out my my denim vest here again soon.
I've been looking for a denim. I did score. I will say, I do a lot of thrifting. Of course, got scoring records, but I also get the VHS tapes. I got Friday the 13th Volume 6 this week. Yes. I got a Nintendo DS Lite for $4 this week.
Wow.
Some other stuff, some other nice controllers.
That's crazy, bro.
But something I've been looking for probably 2 years.
Right.
Is I got a pair of cowboy boots. Sorry, I
Why
dropped
aren't you
out.
wearing them?
I should be.
You should be.
Lizard skin, Mexican, super high end. They're like $500 boots.
What brand are they?
It's the Mexican numero uno brand.
Oh, they're Mexican.
Yeah, but it's the ones that are like there are Tommy Llamas or just.
Yeah, no, they looked like just Western boots.
Lizard skin, got it for $10.
Real lizard skin.
Yeah.
What other
where
ones
was this
do they
going?
have?
Huh?
What other ones do they have?
Lizard skin. They're all the same. Like 5 or 6 pairs, same size.
I would have told you to give me
My
some, but they're
size.
not my size.
No?
Yeah. That was a buyout. Were they brand new?
Where was this coming from though?
No,
I don't know where
you're just talking.
But there was something else that happened on the dig this week. That's why I brought this up.
Yeah, you found your boots.
I found some boots.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where I was going with it.
Yeah,
I thought there was something else. I don't know.
That's cool, man.
You guys know, I've kind of pulled this for Steve. I mean, he's not here. So now it's all crazy. Dude from Cannes, Holger Suzuki, going to be releasing a 5 LP retrospective box set.
Okay.
Which is bonkers. They're probably $9,000.
Yeah.
March it's going to come out, which would have been his 80th birthday. He bridged the gap between pop and avant-garde, co-founder of Cannes. Not to mention a lot of different experimental solo projects and collaborations and just a bunch of crazy shit. This 5 LP, which includes his works with Brian Eno, Connie Plank, Jaw Wobble. It's got a 36-page booklet with liner notes, photographs for Anton Corbijn in the 80s, made famous. Tons of shit in this. Huge 5 LP set.
Steve will be all over that.
Yeah, I wonder how much this will be.
When would you?
That's gonna be nuts.
When would you ever go all in on something like that?
Me personally?
Yeah. What would have to be the scenario?
I don't know, dude. It'd have to be me, my mom, and my dad, like on the way to the beach, and they released a double LP of that or something. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't spend that kind of money.
I know.
I don't know. That's why I'm rich.
Like 150 bucks.
That's why I'm rich, motherfucker, because I don't spend money.
Yeah, realistically, probably 150 bucks. Like, who's your all-time favorite?
Just say Nirvana.
If they put out a box set, which they have, I don't know if they put out
that's a Nirvana box set that included stuff that's not on other stuff.
Yeah, like if it was like
and a big book and like some stuff.
Yeah, I feel like 5 LPs.
Maybe. That's close.
Back when I was married, my ex-wife got me the Kiss box set one year for Christmas. I think I brought that over before. And it wasn't cheap. And it was CDs back then, and it was
I'm sure. I'm sure, man.
I'm talking like 120 or something like that.
But anyhow.
Yeah. It just depends on, what you like or...
and what you collect for. I mean, some guys, even in records and video games or whatever, baseball cards.
Yeah. I'll just do it.
There's people that like to get out and just get into it, and as long as I'm around it and I'm doing things, and there's other people who are like, oh, there's this Mickey Mantle that's a certain one that I've got to get it, and it's $400. I'm gonna save up and I'm just gonna buy it.
Yeah. But what do you have?
And now I've got it.
I know. What do you
now
have?
I've got it.
After you have it, what
touchdown?
What's next,
That's the difference in me being like, there's a record I really want. Prime example. Actually, it's a bad example because this is a fairly common record. Black Sabbath Volume 4, or no, Masters Reality. I was looking for that record for ever.
Yeah.
It never popped up in like, oh, a $2 record, oh, a $4 record. You could have went on eBay, I could have went on Discogs, and got a nice clean copy for $8-10 probably.
Back in the
may have been a NIMS, may have been a whatever.
Back in the day,
yeah, or just now.
Yeah, okay.
$10.
Okay.
You could have got a NIMS VG plus, maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I was like, nah. It's Sabbath. It's not like I'm saying, some random weirdo Morton Subotnick. No, I'm not going to go spend money on Morton Subotnick because he'll eventually pop up in my local Goodwill. No, bullshit. He never will. But Black Sabbath might. So I refused to spend money on it.
Well,
and it was stupid, but eventually it did show up.
Yeah. Well, I know you've bought new vinyl online.
Yeah.
But have you ever bought anything used online?
Well, I bought that blues record was sealed, but from a record store.
Online record store.
Yeah, but it was brand new sealed, but it was from '88.
Okay.
But
you never on Discogs. You never bought person to person or anything like that.
eBay, I have.
Have you?
And that was on Discogs. The one that it was a new record.
I bought a few. I go through.
It's not something I do a lot
nowadays. But nowadays the prices are a lot higher.
Now,
across the board.
Now check this out. You know who this cat is?
No.
Okay.
His hair, though.
That's Rupert Murdoch. He runs the Fox News Corporation.
Okay.
No.
He just died, didn't he?
Albert Einstein. Now, it's funny because through an exhibit that's going through Asia right now, his record collection is going to be on display.
Okay.
Now, I didn't realize that he gave so much credit to his inspiration and the way that he figured shit out to music.
Okay. It's a smart
He
man.
says, and folks, I can't give you anything better than this. A couple of quotes here from Albert Einstein.
Mm-hmm.
I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. He said he often spoke of his love of music and his inspiring influence on his scientific genius.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, zub, 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 I'm going to kind of scroll down here. I'm trying to find the real quote here. Well, it's talking about the theory of relativity, which is Einstein's most known for, of course. When asked, Einstein, when asked, you asked, that we asked, that they ask, that if he knows to ask, how he conjured up that theory of relativity. He replied, and I quote, Jay, "It occurred to me by intuition, and music was the driving force behind that intuition. My discovery was the result of musical perception." Holy shit, is that profound.
Very.
Incredible. The things that Einstein has to say about music is just downright just incredibly brilliant. And I've never heard any of that shit. Did you guys know that he was such a... I knew about the violin and shit. He was a big I think he played violin.
Did he?
But I had no idea that he attributed so much of his inspiration and...
He's an interesting person.
Wow.
I wanted to read a
music.
biography on him, but every biography is like 800 pages. And
Yeah.
So I don't really want to spend that much time
Sure.
doing it. So.
I understand that. Let's talk about what we played this evening.
Oh,
Jay.
hey, by the way,
Nope, too late.
Fast Eddie Clark died yesterday. He was the
Fast Eddie Felsen?
Fast Eddie Clark.
Oh.
He was the main driving guitarist behind Motorhead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so
Really?
he passed away. He was 68, something like that. So.
Okay. Well,
and
shit, I didn't know that.
He was a real hard-living guy too, you know.
Well, of course. You run around Lemmy that long.
So yeah. Then he was in the band till like I want to say like late 80s or so, and then they brought the guy in, you know, that was there till the end. And
You know,
you don't much of them anymore, do you?
I hear they're going to be on a cruise ship this summer. Motorhead playing the best of Motorhead. It's them and
Tone Loc.
Tone Loc, parts of the Brandenburg Concerto that I'm not at liberty to talk about.
Yeah. I heard about this I Love the 90s cruise that's going on
look.
right now.
See how much of a delay we're on.
And this I Love the 90s cruise, have you heard about this?
No.
It's like Tone Loc, Vanilla Ice, Salt and Pepper, and all these people.
Oh, it'd be a good
Young
time.
MC. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What if they're like, we're going to come out and we're going to like drink with y'all and shit too?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what it is.
I mean,
it's like
oh,
hang
I'd
out
be-
with them 24/7.
I'd be down.
So, Kiss does that. I want to do that for my birthday for my 40th, but nobody wanted to pony up the money
Well,
for the Kiss cruise.
Kiss cruise.
Hang out with Gene Simmons on a boat for like 4 days. How
What about
much
hanging
better
out
does
with?
life get than that? You know?
What about hanging out with Dean Ambrose while he sleeps?
I bet he snores.
Huh? You know, I started this. I thought I was going to do this big mantra, like, no matter what time I get home. This is a New Year's resolution, secret New Year's resolution. I get home at 7 o'clock and everything's squared away. So many times I get home late and I'm rushed and blah blah blah. I get home in time. Guess what? Computer's going on, camera's firing up.
Yeah.
I'm playing records. I'm hitting go. I know we do 8:30 Eastern Standard, but I'm like, you know what? F it. I'm gonna just put it on whenever I get home.
Turn it on 8:30 and listen to music. You don't have to listen early. It's just
No.
optional.
But tonight I tried to do that, and I was early, but it ended up being like 10 minutes early because I had to go to
It's
store.
voluntary 10
I had to go to store. Now sometimes, hell, I may come over here and start it up at 5:30. And you know what? You can listen all the whole time if you want to. Play some motels. Not played the motels in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Good stuff, man. Some nice 80s business. Recommended by one of our the Grown Man Record Night's first friends. first friend of the program, Sean0612, legend on YouTube with his record collector profiles videos. That's why I picked that record up, totally, because Sean said, yeah, that's good shit. Damien Gerardo.
Okay.
Gerardo. Where Shall You Take Me? This is something I picked up at a Goodwill. It's like an Americana, elements of like Jeff Tweedy kind of stuff.
Townes Van Zandt.
Townes Van Zandt's kind of in there. Fairly recent record. Looked it up, and it's very desirable. People like that. It's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's got some water damage on the cover.
Yeah. Played well though.
But played well. The record's fine. And I still don't know shit about it. It's good. It's probably not record night material in the fact that it's a little...
It was all right.
It's a little draggy, but it's Americana. It's like listening to a country record. So take that, shit ain't got to be fucking 150 BPMs for it to be a good record. You know what?
Sure.
Y'all know that. We know that too. Ain't even worth saying.
That's right.
Rat, Out of the Cellar. I want to play a little 80s hair metal. I like to get two fingers. I get them all lubed up, and I play hair metal with it. It's a good record. I like Rat. Rat's not somebody I listened to back in the day. They weren't none of my core. We were talking. Jay mentioned this, and it's something that's kind of struck a chord in me. Rat and Dokken are two bands I lump together all the time.
I hate them.
They're
I
interchangeable.
don't hate them, but I just don't really care for them.
They're interchangeable to me, and it's fun. It's a fun listen to me. It's not an essential band necessarily, but they do some good stuff.
If it's on the cheap,
Yeah, sure. This was a dig of the week from last week. General Public, All the Rage. This was good. I really love this. It's 80s as F. 84 on IRA.
Very.
You don't get much more 80s than that shit right there.
Yeah. Maine to Mexico.
Yeah, that's good. It was good. I really enjoyed
The guy
it.
on the left has really cool hair.
Damn right.
Kind of like the Eraser. You remember that movie?
Yeah, I do.
Was that Wesley Snipes?
Schwarzenegger.
Okay. Total Recall.
Total Retard.
That's kind of like Wesley Snipes and
Yeah.
Total Recall.
Once cameraman drew this thing about Total Retard, we came up with this movie idea to do it called Total Retard.
Yeah. Corky's Revenge.
Yeah, you're not supposed to use that word. You know what? You're not supposed to use this word. I'm grabbing my dick right now. You're not supposed to say it. You're not supposed to use that word. You're supposed to use this word.
Not supposed to use what word?
This word.
I gotta tell you. Remind me to tell you a story.
Okay.
About growing pains.
Off the air.
About growing pains.
And I'll grow a pain.
Off the air. Yeah.
Okay. Michael Aaron Seaver story.
Yeah.
Going to see Springsteen with
About
his dad.
how non-PC growing pains actually was.
Now check this out. I was shelving a bunch of records over here, and I pulled out this one. I was like, Lightning Hopkins. I remember buying this record. Now I looked at this side, side B, and I was like, we're going to start with side B. And I was like, you know why we're going to start it? The first song on that side is That Meat's a Little Too High.
Okay.
And it's funny because, black and white, we're in black and white.
Okay.
Because the cat! Go make it not be black and white, Jerry.
Cat.
Walk away. Nope, roll it again. Now walk away.
Cat.
That song,
Cat.
That Meat's a Little Too High. For my birthday, my mom made me a big old bag of hog jaw, and that stack was up here. It was a big old bag of hog. It was up here, folks. The hog jaw now is down here.
Just what do they call that? Like Houston blues scene?
I don't
Texas
know.
Blue? No, that's not right.
Texas Roadhouse? No.
It's not really Texas blue. Well, he was a Houston guy there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I'm putting some local honey.
I don't know if that blue scene from back then,
On some hog jaw. Because I'm going to stack this meat high.
There you go. Orange blossom honey. Is orange blossom honey good?
Eat your piece of hog jaw. On the show, Jay.
I'm good.
Jay won't eat no hog jaw. It hurt my feelings.
By the way, the other day I got one of the last batches of honey from my late uncle. So he made some good honey.
I love honey. Yeah. I like pancakes. You like pancakes? No.
This is very off top. This is off topic. Well, it's actually on topic. But
pictures of your cousin.
Yeah, my uncle died. I don't know. I don't know if I saw him there. My uncle, who I was very, very close with, was my godfather. Actually, like died in a quick death, like over a month from an illness. but he was a big bee farmer, like his last years.
Oh, I don't know that I knew that.
Yeah, and he did. He made a lot of honey. Like he could have actually, if he would have worked hard enough, could have had a honey business of some sort, like distributing or whatever. He was making a lot, you know, the last couple of years, but so, you know, he passed away, and his kids wanted to do something with his honey, and they put it up somewhere on some trade website or whatever that they were selling off his bees, and some guy from like Vermont drove down and paid like a lot of money.
Whoa.
For his bee stuff. Like
wow.
his I guess it's like, well, I don't know how you transport those back, but
He bought his bees, his actual bees?
I don't know about what they bought, like as far as like living bees, but I know he had tons of like those stacks of white things where the pulls the drawers out, you know, and he had a lot of those.
What drawers?
So it was pretty cool though. They made a lot of money.
Do you know offhand your deceased uncle's social?
282-34-8644. Yeah. Anyway, that was kind of cool. So.
One of my presents for Christmas, birthday was Mastodon.
Yes, it was.
Once more around the sun. One of my favorites. I played side 2 tonight.
Now this is which one?
This is the one before the last one.
Okay. Next to last one.
Yeah. What year's that? You say it?
2014.
Yeah, that's the last one, I think.
And then they had the one that came out just recently.
This year.
That you got.
I got it there, right there.
Yeah.
I got all of them. All of them.
All of them, yeah.
You guys like music?
Yeah.
You ever heard of Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. I was just distracted. I was eating hot dog. You know what? It's my house. That's your problem. You don't like it.
That's right.
I got pictures of my dick you can suck. You can't even get the real thing. You
That's
can
right.
suck a picture of my dick,
That's
motherfucker.
right. That's right.
Sorry. I'm getting loose-lipped. I had a little something to drink earlier today.
Yeah.
Record ran out and I didn't know what to put on. Grabbed this Superfly.
Okay.
I don't hang. This is a record I got with my first original stack of vinyl. And I bought a couple of Gemini turntables and a Gemini mixer. Scratch Master. It was Trick Master.
Okay.
I think. And this is something that came with it. And I mean,
You still have those turntables?
They're garbage. This is 95, 96 hip-hop single.
Do you still have them?
Yeah, they're in not in good shape.
I mean, but were they pretty good for what you were doing?
At the time, belt-driven Geminis. Trying to scratch, and it was like,
Did you use that mixer?
No, this mixer. No, I had another mixer. The Gemini
Small.
Scratch Master.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2 turntables.
Yep.
And did you have a...
I bought that and a little stack of records about this big for $50.
Did you have
That's
a
how
road
I started.
case? Did you have a road case with them?
No.
$50 for 2 turntables,
A mixer and a little stack of
LPs?
records.
Or singles?
Back in 1997,
Well, that's when people didn't want vinyl.
nobody cared.
Yeah.
Carl Perkins, Blue Suede Shoes, Sun Records, terrific record.
That's awesome, man.
Oh,
Really good.
had some really good stuff, and you got to love the Sun Records. I think they just celebrated an anniversary,
Okay.
if I'm remembering correctly.
I think this is a later pressing.
You ever read all over Facebook, Jay?
Yeah. I think this is a later pressing, if I can count.
Yeah, probably so.
Just looking at the
it's...
back cover. But you said this was pre-Elvis?
Well, Carl Perkins wrote that shit.
I mean, like performing this record though?
I don't know about these exact performances.
it doesn't give much background.
Yeah.
So, but maybe you could dig deeper if you want to.
You can dig deeper, all the way down to your butthole. This was a dig of the week from last week. Birthday present, Christmas present, Perfect Circle, 13th Step. Oh, just such a holy shit record. Played side B tonight. We played side A last night. I'll probably keep playing this until we're out of sides. Same with those Mastodon records and the other one. I mean, you know, new record. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
But Blue is that song. Just this whole record. Fantastic stuff. If you've not listened to it, shame on you.
No, they don't tour, do they? They're one of the, they'll do like
Now
a
they
one-off
played
every now
the
and then.
Carolina Rebellion this past.
But they'll do like a one-off though. Like
Yeah,
every 6 months.
They're
or something
weird
like
about
that.
it. Walter Carlos and the Well-Tempered Synthesizer. This is the Dig of the Week I picked up a few weeks ago, and we never got around to playing it. It's like, think of Switched on Bach, but much better produced and better tracks and classical music played on the synthesizer. This stuff is good, man. I really enjoy this.
Yeah.
The Bach, Switched on Bach, it blows that out of the water. And, you know, everybody's got that shit, I'm sure.
I don't have it, but you know.
Go eat your own dick, Jay. As a recommendation, go eat your own dick.
Thanks.
Now, listen to this local radio show.
Yeah.
Jay and I both heard this mug fucking there talking about Spandau Ballet, this big 80s tour that's coming around.
Wow.
Spandau Ballet is one of the ones he mentioned, and then I was like, oh, I know what I'm playing tonight.
There you go. I didn't even know you had this.
Pulled out True. You know, it's got. I played the side that's got True that wraps up side one. I guess it's the last one. The rest of it, it's good music, man. I enjoy it. It's 80s as F. I mean, totally. But at times it reminds me of the Smiths or Morrissey. It's got that kind of vibe. A little happier probably than some of that stuff, but
What?
still a good 80s record.
Yeah, I had to go. I was curious. I went and Wikipedia them. Wikipedia'd.
You PD'd all over
them, and they called them like that move, like the New Romantic movement. I don't know if that's like a British kind of new wave, like a soft pop British new wave kind of.
You know, I'm not really familiar with that term, but I could see that being a movement in the
New
early
Romantic
80s.
though. Man,
Yeah.
So, which I don't know, what was that? Mid 80s?
When was it? I don't know, you got it. Look at it.
You said it was
80. I'm gonna say 85.
I'll say 84. What did you
It's
say?
84, 85.
What movie did you say it was in?
16 Candles?
Of course, there's no.
No, I need to see it.
Wait, let me look right here.
I did that earlier. I split the cover open.
83.
83.
Yeah.
Well, I just got my period, and you guys got to watch it.
All right. All right.
You know what that is?
Everybody take a lap. Everybody take a lap. Come on now. We'll all do it together.
Do you know what periods are, Jay?
Nope. Will you please tell me?
You never seen what a period?
Can a girl tell me, like a young girl or a old
Or
Nesta. Mom,
Yes, honey?
you know when we were talking yesterday?
Yes, we were.
You know about periods?
Yes, what about periods?
Do you have periods?
She probably has periods.
Not anymore.
What about that one? You say that one? That one. It's me. If you look, I'm in that trash can right there. You see the green?
Is this you at one of the local attractions in South Carolina?
I'm hiding in that trash can, looking for periods. I'm just scoping
This
tampos.
is your vacation from the 80s, isn't it?
I'm just scoping tampos. You ever scope tampos?
You ever been to south of the border in the summer?
Yes. Right there.
How old were you?
Huh?
Did you just grab your crotch?
That's not me.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Sure it is.
No, it's not.
You used to go visit south of the border all the time. This is you.
No, that's not me. But I did used to go visit
Yeah.
south of the border. My dad's from south of the border.
Yep. How far did he really grow up from south of the border?
4 miles,
Couldn't have been
8
much.
miles, 10 miles tops. Queens of the Stone Age, the latest one. Like it. I've really been jamming it. Digitally, it's the first time I heard it on vinyl. That's a cool little gatefold. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Crazy, man.
Straightforward rock and roll. To me, it sounds more like a Eagles of death metal record than Queens. To me.
This is a departure of...
You think it's a total departure? I love it, but it's not, like I said before, it's not a Caius record, but it's it sounds to me like Eagles of death metal, I would say. It's got more of the like straightforward rock and roll, like a Chuck Berry.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Straightforward.
Oh,
4/4. Yep. Da
I get you.
You ever heard radio, Jay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Heard some today, actually.
They're right on the radio. Yeah. All of them.
Yep.
You ever seen anybody?
Nope, not on the radio.
No, never. You ever seen on it? They go all over. Let's talk about Dig of the Week.
Let's do it.
We got some stuff to talk about.
Let's do it. I got some, you got some, we all got
Jay's
some.
got some, you got some, we all got some. Look, hey, on the you guys are watching this shit on YouTube. Tell me what your Dig of the Week are.
That's right.
Bust them out.
Bust them out.
You got something this week? Write it down in the comment. Or we can Indian leg wrestle for it. That's probably inappropriate. Is that crass?
I don't remember that.
I don't know. But leave your digs as a comment down below.
Yeah.
And then if you got any pictures of, like, I don't know, sisters or aunts. If you got any really hot aunts. You got any hot aunts, Jay?
Whatever happened to Chinese finger traps?
Whoa. I feel like you're stretching here.
No, I'm just saying, where did they go? How come you don't see them around anymore?
Yeah. Finger cuffs?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably lawsuits.
Like, is that considered politically incorrect?
I got chlamydia from a gumball machine. Or at least that's what my uncle told me, because the knob was so dirty and I turned on it and then, went to the bathroom. My uncle said, now see, this has done got you chlamydia, so there's no reason we shouldn't. So you're the one that turned the knob. So when I was out digging this week, Jay, I went into one spot. It was all my shit's
funny.
shit's like cheap.
Mine is
Cheap.
Mine all is but one.
All your shit's cheap but one.
Yeah. And it wasn't that pricey either.
What? Why would you like that?
So I went for the commercial. I know.
Mark.
50 cent records.
Oh,
Got a
50 cent,
about-
our dollar.
So I had to pick up. I'm a sucker. I've always been a
that's really
sucker
cool, man.
for children's records.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I don't buy them as much anymore because it's become a space issue. But I've never seen this one around. The Smurfs All-Star Show,
Okay.
as advertised on television. Now, these are a lot of like traditional like children's songs and shit.
Okay.
But done Smurfy. It was released in '81. It contains several traditional tunes with modified lyrics with reference to the world to the Smurfs. So they kind of modified, like pick out one of those that you recognize.
Rockabye Baby.
Rockabye Baby, but they've changed some of the words so it's like
Fits
Smurfy.
Smurf, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess this was like a TV advertisement that you could get. No.
I guess so, man. It was 50 cents, and I'm like,
No, that's really cool, actually.
yeah, that's kind of neat. And this is one of my favorites of all time. And it's weird that I've never owned the actual LP. Huge Jim Henson's like one of my top 3 heroes of all time.
Okay.
The Muppets, Sesame Street are such a big deal to me that it would take way too long to get into it.
Right.
The Muppet movie, the first one, is one of the first
Never seen it.
major events in my life where it's like, oh, the Muppets are making a movie. It was like such a big freaking deal. Rainbow Connection, which I've had that 45 since I have been born, and will probably, to be honest, be played at my funeral. Rainbow Connection.
up.
Rainbow
Cue it
Connection
up.
is like number 3 on the list of.
Okay.
I'm thinking Rainbow Connection, the Requiem Mass from Amadeus.
Now,
And-
how many
and-
songs
and-
are you going to have played at your
And
funeral?
Satan Gave Me a Taco. So 3 songs.
Those 3 songs.
Rainbow Connection.
What order do you want these done in? Does your mom or dad know this?
Rainbow Connection. Mozart's Requiem Mass. And then finish the funeral with Satan Gave Me a Taco.
Does anybody know about your death plans?
Maybe. I don't know.
Nobody knows about mine.
This also is Moving Right Along. I'm moving right along. I mean, some good stuff on here.
Yeah.
I've never had the LP. I've had the 45 for Rainbow Connection my entire life, and I've never owned this.
I'll be honest with you, I've never seen this movie. I know nothing about it.
Dude, it's incredible.
The Muppets Take Manhattan, though, was a fine performance.
Absolutely. That's a good one, too.
That was on television not long ago.
Oh, I like television, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do one.
Okay.
I got 2 more left.
I got, speaking of kids' records, I bought a kid's
Oh,
record this
nice.
week. This is just Jack and the Beanstalk. I think it's a, I think it's like
Missing one.
I think it's like the story itself. So basically,
I do, but I'm missing a record.
I imagine this is somebody reading the story with. I imagine this is just somebody reading the story with like some music and noises in the background, like
Yeah.
you know, and to kind of
get
enhance the story. So, yeah, it was cool. I couldn't find out much about it. I found the record label, but I couldn't find this one. So, I was playing this for my son. You know, he likes to listen to things like that.
Oh, yeah, that's cool, dude. I mean,
So-
nothing is...
And he'll love looking at that. So,
I think that's important for kids because I'm such an expert because I have 0 of them.
Half of one.
Like, especially early on, screens like right here and cartoons and da-da-da. And I watch cartoons. We watch cartoons.
Yeah.
But I also listen to records and cassettes of story time. I call the storyline on the phone
sure.
over and over again and listen to people tell me stories and like long stories. And what I did there, my brain is like constructing the whole.
Right.
Some of that should be minus a screen, so the brain can like I see what
Oh yeah.
Jack and the Big,
Yeah,
you know,
imaginary.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a big
I mean,
deal.
he's not quite there yet, but you know, he will be.
You get him up to speed, Jay. You move him right
But
along.
he does like. I do make it a point to show him. We watch retro cartoons, you know.
Yeah.
So he's a big Tom and Jerry fan. So. Yeah. What you got there?
Little watermelon brunettes. No, Jay. Come on now.
No.
A little guy. Just a
I'm
tic
good.
tacker.
I don't know why
A
I said that
tic
in the
tac.
record stack, by the way.
You got something else? I got 3 more.
I got 3 more. So I'll do my 3. You do your 3.
You can do one. Do one right now.
All right, do one.
Do one.
Oh, we listened to this one. This was a one-off we did somewhere in the middle of John Parr, Naughty Naughty.
Yeah, tell me about it now.
I don't know. That's
You said John Parr's the guy that did
St. Elmo's Fire.
St. Elmo's Fire.
Yes. Just a 80s pop.
Totally. And I don't remember much about him except St. Elmo's Fire.
Not a bad voice. I mean, you know.
I liked it.
Pretty good
I mean,
tunes.
it's 80s as F, but
Sure,
it's,
sure.
Yeah.
And
I liked it, though.
And I mean, this record isn't probably worth much of anything. I got it for $1, but it's in magnificent shape because it came from a radio station.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, and the name of actually it's self-titled, I believe. 1984. Yeah, so I mean, it's like, you know, cheesy 80s. Wouldn't pay more than $1 for it, but you know.
Right.
And I told Patrick when I was buying this, I was like, I'll bet you anything I own
Yeah.
that I'll be the only person to buy a John Parr record from you today.
Probably so.
So anyway,
You know, we're suckers here on the program from early on for the Ventures.
oh yeah,
Basically surf rock versions of a lot of kind of cover songs, I guess you would say.
right.
But I've never gotten tired of it. This is the Ventures Knock Me Out. I paid $2 for this.
Okay.
I mean, really, I've paid more for this than I should have of anything. But
I don't think. I mean,
no, it's totally. I love it. It's totally worth
$2
$2.
Ventures is fine.
Takes on some mid-'60s classics like the Zombies, She's Not There, Everly Brothers, Gone, 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 Lennon and McCartney's I Feel Fine, and it's got a lot of other, Jackie Dill Shannon's on here. I mean, it's like, but they do it so well. I can't remember what year this is. I mean,
it's like a cool cover too. 'Cause it's a close up of their Mose Right headstock.
I think Ventures have some of the coolest covers, and I love that surf rock vibe.
Mm-hmm.
That's some just cool chilling music. Especially when
the Ventures play Mose Right guitars exclusively, and it's got the Mose Right address on it.
Oh, sweet!
So they must have been.
Hold that bitch up, man.
They must have been.
The cover's worth that plus the back. Show that shit.
They must have been peddling.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Peddling had to deal with Mose Right or something like that.
Nice.
So
And you show that cover off too. Yeah.
The headstocks there. Pretty cool.
That's a cool record, man. So I'm stoked to put that on. And it's a Ventures I've got a lot of Ventures, and it's one I didn't have.
Right.
And I looked it up, and it didn't seem too square.
Okay.
Your record, Jay.
Okay. This was, I got this for $1 also. This has a sentimental place in my heart because I didn't listen to classic rock music until I was like 18 years old.
Okay.
Right when I got out of high school. Summer I graduated high school.
Okay.
Me and my close friend kind of got me into it. He was telling me stuff to listen to. We listened to the classic rock radio station. We worked a second shift warehouse job. It was a really easy job, and we listened to a lot of radio. And so it was classic rock stuff. And he's like, it's like you need to go buy Steve Miller Band's greatest hits, like the 74 to 78. And so that was the first CD I bought.
Of the classic rock genre.
Classic rock genre, like arena
Wow.
classic rock type, like straight up. And I had this record and I found this for $1, and it's like in perfect shape.
That's a great record.
Matter of fact, he had the same record. It doesn't have the sleeve inside, but he had the exact same record for $7 with the sleeve.
Really?
This one was $1. So.
What's the deal? It looks like it's in good shape.
Yeah, it just don't have a sleeve on the inside or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in real good shape. So yeah.
What all's on there?
Swingtown, Jungle Love, Take the Money and Run, Rockin' Me, The Joker, Fly Like an Eagle, Jet Airliner, Wild Mountain Honey, all the big hits. So.
I can't tell you how many times I've told people like on the job, like, I don't know, man. Like Steve Miller says, bro, take the money and run. Just like trying to make a point.
Man.
Trying to make a point. They always
man.
hammer home. I don't know, man. Like Steve Miller said,
Hey, man,
take
Terry
the
said
money
we
and
got to
run.
be there at 9 in the morning because it's raining.
You know what? You got cancer and you want to rob a bank? Like Steve Miller said, man, take the money and run. You know what I mean?
I tell her, kiss my ass.
I told her I would y'all make kiss my ass. Hey, here on the program,
Oh, Lord.
I tell you what, man. I love me some John Prine. I think Cameraman turned me on to John Prine.
Okay.
And a good friend of the program has given us a lot of records. Another did kind of the same shit that I do for a living in the news game, but many, many, many moons ago. And he got a chance to interview Chris Christopherson.
Okay.
So, and Duke Ellington, and a lot of like big primetime musicians. But he interviewed Chris Christopherson, and he was like, "Man, I really enjoy your music. You know, it's kind of a country Americana, like you really bring a certain something to the table." And Chris says to my buddy, "If you like the music I play, you got to look out for this guy named John Prine."
Okay.
And he said, "Okay," and it's funny because he was a big fan, Cameron was a big fan. It kind of turned me on to it. And I picked up a Prine record. I walked in this Goodwill this week, and they had like, it wasn't even like a stack of records. They had like kind of a magazine rack where it was like one record and one record and one record and one record and one. So there was like 6 records on one side of the whole display.
This wasn't on Lexington Avenue, was
Yep.
it? I was there today.
You missed that because that was yesterday.
Yeah.
So it was all that gospel.
Yeah, I was there today.
Splayed out one by one gospel records.
I wasn't
And
very, they had one little box on the floor.
What bullshit. And then right in the middle of all this gospel was this John Prine record from 73. And that's the most badass picture of John Prine you will ever find. Hold that shit up, Jay.
Yeah.
Got some cowboy boots and a cigarette in his mouth.
Did you go through the box on the floor?
Maybe.
They were just like, they were crappy records.
That's the third album by Prine, and a lot of people said it's kind of his, this is kind of when he figures it out. It's like 73.
Okay.
Probably me personally, the most respected rock and roll journalist to me of all time, David Frick from Rolling Stone. In 93 said this album marks a swing back to the expansive textures of John Prine, but with a harder edge, born of Prine's own increased confidence.
Okay.
And I heard he was kind of more gelled with the musicians on the record in this case. So it's like it's when Prine really kind of comes into his own.
Okay.
I've got some great tracks on there, and I'm really stoked
Well,
to have picked that up for 49 freaking cents.
Well, that's pretty cool too that your friend got a direct recommendation from Chris Christopherson to check this out.
Yeah, and it is very Chris Christopherson. It's totally in that same vein. It was like, oh yeah, if you like my shit, check out John Prine. It's like, all right, and he went and bought some stuff. And separately, Cameraman was a big fan anyway, and I didn't know that.
Sure.
So yeah,
Awesome, man.
do a record, Jay.
All right, I got one more. I saw this last week at one of the local record shops. They got this in. I didn't want to be the douchebag that says "Please hold."
Oh yeah.
You know, and it wasn't anything I had to have. So I went up there this past week, and he still had it. And it's something I hadn't seen. It's Kingdom Come, band from the '80s. This is 1988. They are, damn, I'm going to forget now. I want to say like Austrian or something like that.
Really?
Or German, something like, anyway. It's hair metal, but it's a little bit.
What year you think?
88.
88.
A little bit edgier, hard hair metal, you know. A little more musicianship, I guess. And this is their self-titled Kingdom Come. And I mean, they got a little bit of video play on MTV every now and then.
Yeah, I mean the name.
I don't remember any airplay on the radio, but they have something on MTV pop every now and then. So, but yeah, I've listened to it on. I've listened on the iTunes a couple times, just trying to like get a sample of it, and I like the way it sounds. I liked it back in the day, I remember. So we'll see.
Hell yeah.
I didn't pay a whole lot for it though, and it's kind of like I said, I haven't seen it pop up, much.
No, totally not.
So yeah, pretty
cool.
Pretty cool.
And that one of the same Goodwills I was in earlier, that I was talking about earlier. I found this record, and it just really struck me. The cover, Soul Searching. Katie Bell Newbin. And I kind of was like, this looks like something. And I pulled it out. And it's the Black Verb.
Oh, okay.
And look at that.
Clean.
I mean,
You could eat off that.
you could almost call that near mint.
Sure.
Are you sure? I mean,
Sure. If you want to be one of those guys, sure.
that's close.
Yeah, if you want to be like that,
Look
sure.
at that.
Yeah,
I
if
mean-
you want to be Mr. High Grader, sure.
That's as close to near mint as
I'd be VG plus, but you can go near mint.
you would put.
I don't put anything near mint. I don't put new records near mint half the time.
I would have to listen to it, but seriously. I wouldn't say that, but look at that.
VG plus, any used record can't be near mint.
I don't know, man.
VG plus.
It's close.
is it.
I think it's
We
beyond
could
VG.
have this debate.
I think
on
it's
another show.
beyond VG plus, but it might not quite be to near mint.
By the way, I have an idea and we'll run by you after the show.
But anyway, Soul Searching, Katie Bell Newbin. I didn't know shit about it, and I looked it up. Still found very little about it.
See a vocalist. I'm guessing.
This recording is important because it wants a fine summation of what has taken place in Afro-American religious music during the last 100 years. Offers the listener a truly great indigenous folk singer, a group of musicians who can bring together the earliest factors of cry, folk language, work, song, blues, spiritual, blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of religious, kind of gospel-y. She plays the maybe guitar and mandolin, I think.
Wait, is this the one Steve, like the one Steve brought over last
But check
week?
this out. Katie Bell Newman is Sister Rosetta Tharpe, mom. You know who that is? She's like the godmother, the badass black chick, kind of chunky, playing guitar.
Is that the one Steve played a couple weeks ago?
Maybe. I don't know.
That was going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Probably. This is her mom. Her mom with the Dizzy Gillespie Orchestra.
Well, that's pretty...
1960 on the Verve.
Too bad Steve's missing this, man. He would like be able to tell us a little bit about it, probably.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is some serious shit right here.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I looked it up.
Not cheap?
No, sir.
Okay.
Especially in that kind of shape.
Yeah, good shape. Yeah, near mint, as you say.
I wouldn't say it very often. That's near mint.
Yeah,
I have to listen to it and grade it for sure.
Yeah.
But looking at it, that's VG plus plus plus.
Oh yeah, VG plus.
I mean, just like out of the world VG plus.
Sure.
And if for some reason you played it and it sounded weird, I would. But and it's a fairly desirable record, stuck amongst. That's
Maybe
where I
we
got the Smurfs. That's where I got the Muppets, and that's where I got the Venture. No, something else. No, that was it. So it was kind of slim pickings, and that one's kind of stuck in the middle of everything for some reason.
Awesome. It's cool fun. You had a
50, 60, 70 bucks.
You had a good week of finds.
50, 60, 70 bucks.
Yeah, that's nice.
I've also
That
seen
John Parr record I bought?
20. I've also seen a 20.
That John Parr record I bought?
Yep.
$1.75. So I could sell
That's
right now
the
and make
dig.
75 cents on it if I wanted to.
We may have breaking soda news.
What, we don't have one?
No,
Oh.
we've got breaking soda news.
Okay. Big time news in the soda industry. I hadn't heard this. And I
Dude.
work in the industry.
Oh, super big,
Oh, yeah. Actually, I think I have heard this.
earth-shattering soda news.
I don't think
coming
it's
up.
earth-shattering, but, you know.
Hey, it's something, and we got a chip chat and some other shit. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Here on
Grown.
Grow.
No.
Huh?
Hey.
Me? You ever seen pictures of record night?
Grown Man Record ought to be back in a minute. Stick around.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken. If you want Kentucky Fried Chicken, you have to visit me. Oh, visit the Colonel and have a piece of chicken. Visit the Colonel, go ahead and eat. You visit the Colonel when you eat his chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken, a real old-fashioned treat.
It took the Colonel years to find his secret recipe, but all kinds of folks were waiting for it. Reach into a box or bucket of finger-licking good chicken and forget the hustle and bustle for a while. And like the Colonel says, give folks my fresh, never-frozen chicken with those 11 herbs and spices on it, and they'll call you a champion cook.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken. If you want Kentucky Fried Chicken, you have to visit me.
Suzanne Summers.
Sure, I'm the sheriff, but sometimes my male deputies don't respect my authority. I don't lose my cool. I just walk softly and carry a big stick.
She's the sheriff, and she's got the laughs locked up.
Sunday at 6 on TV 68 WSYT.
Jake Rockwell, Ace McCloud, and Doc Terror each sold separately.
Trouble up rubber, Jake! Energize the assault mode! Let's do it! My name is Doc Terror Down! Centurion! Take this! Energize the power mode! Bombs away! Fire! Now, Doc Terror falls! Right, Jake? Right, Ace!
New Centurions, Jake Rockwell, Ace McCloud, and Doc Terror come as shown, each sold separately.
Since you and my little girl are moving away, there's one thing you need to know. 10-10-3-2-1.
You think she'll call her mother a lot?
Yes, and hopefully her father, too. But you'll be glad that 10-10-3-2-1 saves you big time on your phone bill.
Will they talk long?
That's the beauty part. It doesn't matter. 10-10-3-2-1 saves you 50% on every call over 20 minutes.
50%. That's big.
That's huge. So those half-hour talks with her mom are going to cost you a lot less.
Dad, are you giving away the family secret?
I gave him the best one I have.
Dial 1010-321.
At Wegmans, around-the-clock holiday shopping is especially easy with savings on Wegmans fresh turkeys, just 89 cents a pound, and Tavern brand whole boneless hams, just $1.59 a pound. Standing rib roasts, first 5 ribs are just $2.99 a pound, and serve Highliner large white Gulf shrimp, a 1-pound bag, only $5.98. Merry Christmas from all of us at Wegmans, where fine food is a tradition.
Is that music still playing?
No, it's our microphones.
No, I'm just asking.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Look, look, look. Look. There you go, Buzz. Yeah, I might go up in it with the elevator. I'm going up there.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Dope Throne.
Electric Wizard Dope Throne.
This is a band called Dope Throne.
There is a band called Dope Throne as well.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. The festival coming up.
What is?
The band's going to headline the festival.
Butt band.
Brett Bjork
Butt band.
is playing with them.
All right, Jay, we got a couple things to get out of the way here, so to speak. You know, very, very exciting for me, at least. I was still on vacation. This has been here for a while.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
I went into my local bodega, like literally the closest store to my house, and these mug fugs have Blinums as singles for sale up here. And not only do they have the regular Blinums, they've got the hot Blinums, which is made in my dad's hometown of Dillon, South Carolina, which is what the...
What's the expiration date on that?
I don't know. They've not been up there long. Actually, it does need a... Oh, wait, no. Still, Steve's thing's here. It'll probably play the flight zone.
Oh.
So,
rest in peace, Georgia. Rest in peace.
We ain't gonna jump no more. There was blood upon the risers. There were brains upon the chutes. There were intestines dangling from his paratrooper boots.
That's a long bottle opener.
So I was so I know we've done this before, but I was so stoked to have a Blinum single ready right up the road for $1 something, and the hot one.
What, the BP or the other little shitty one?
If you bought it from the place I think you bought it from, it's probably not any good.
Alan J. Grocery.
Oh, okay. Alan J. Grocery ain't bad.
Take you a Harper or that.
No,
one.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Take you a pull.
We'll show it off.
That is one of the best sodas you can ever get in your entire life.
If I had to guess where this was made, Dillon, South Carolina wouldn't be my first guess.
No.
It's right next to
It looks like it came from straight out of Germany or something.
Take a hard pull. Oh, it's so good. That's how soda should be.
Yeah.
I wish somebody would make a cola that kind of gave me that same type of like, oh, you're smoking a Marlboro Red.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so weird.
You're weird.
I know it.
But the real deal.
Holyfield?
The real deal, coming this week in the world of so to speak, is a major soda announcement from our friends at Diet Coke. Now,
which is my go-to drink.
That's my go-to drink. I love a Diet Coke. On Wednesday, Coca-Cola announced it's rolling out 4 new flavors of Diet Coke, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
There's been some weird ones.
Dookied.
So, over the years, there have been those Diet Coke limes and blah, blah, blah. So they're introducing these other new flavors here, which should be interesting. Ginger lime, Fiesta cherry, zesty blood orange, and twisted mangoes. Yeah. New flavors are accompanied by modernized Diet Coke packaging and a new ad campaign. And they're doing these like slender, like slim cans. I've heard this is because they're losing a pretty significant market share from things like LaCroix. This whole sparkling water thing is taken on, and they're thinking about introducing these new flavors in these skinny cans. They'll be able to recapture some of this market share. I've heard the mango is garbage. The blood orange is a little, leaves a little bit to be desired. But that the ginger lime and the Fiesta cherry are good.
Just give me a straight up Diet Coke. That's all I want.
They're still going to sell regular Diet Coke, but they are going to offer that original formula in this skinny can. Do you like the skinny cans at all?
I don't care.
I don't really like that at all.
No, but I don't care.
To me, I like
they won't fit my car holder the same.
Look, I like LaCroix. And I like Diet Coke.
I've never had a LaCroix in my life.
And I'm gonna drink LaCroix and I'm gonna drink Diet Cokes. Yeah. I don't want hey, let's mix the two together so that everybody's happy about everything.
Yeah.
No, I like both. Give me a old school regular size can of Diet Coke, sitting in some icy water so it's just cold as F, and then give me a LaCroix.
I was thinking about this actually a couple of days ago. Why does Pepsi and Coke come out with these limited runs of sodas?
I don't know.
I don't get that because just stick with what got you there,
Dance with the one you came with.
That's right.
JJ, pick us out a chip over there.
Can we do a wrap chip? I love those.
You want to do a wrap chip?
Yeah, we got 2 of those and 1 of other kind.
Yeah, do a wrap chip.
Let's see what we got here. Okay. Oh, this is interesting here.
Oh, Jay's going to do a wrap chip.
All right, we got...
We're going to deliver the ingredients in wrap form, though.
In our continuing...
Yeah, wrap it out, Jay.
...saga of weekly wrap chips, we got barbecue with my honey. So, this is by Romeo Miller. Romeo Miller. You ever heard of Romeo Miller? No, it could be Romeo. That's a strange.
Sorry. So what flavor is this?
Barbecue. It's called barbecuing with my honey, so I'm assuming honey barbecue.
Honey barbecue. Oh, yeah. I bet these are going to be good.
I bet they're going to have a lot of stuff on them.
Yeah, the barbecue was tremendous, so the honey barbecue is going to be super tremendous.
So if you know who Romeo Miller is and you watch this on YouTube, leave us a comment.
Hold his picture up.
If you've seen this man, call us and let us know.
He probably has a warrant.
Are you saying he's a raper?
No, I'm just saying if you've seen this man, let us know. I don't know who this is.
Okay.
Which I could probably look at my phone and know in about 20 seconds. But I'm not. I have slow.
You got that dope jitterbug playing, son. Jitterbug. Jitterbug.
That's why I get this boss down.
Yeah. Yeah. Dump me some out, bro.
Oh,
these wrap snacks have been tremendous all the way around so far.
It hits you like it's a hard hitter.
They're like fluorescent orange. Hey! They're like fluorescent
orange. It's a quick hitter with flavor.
Wow.
Oh my God, it's neon. Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit, that's good.
Very sweet. I tell you, man, these chips don't disappoint.
None of these wrap chips have been bad. They've had all of them have been like that.
Oh yeah, they all coat them.
Oh, I heard you guys react.
There's so much to it.
I thought A tongue orgasm.
A tonguegasm. Mouthgasm. This is
Oh.
different, though.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna go out there and say it right now.
Go ahead.
Chip of the year so far. 2018.
Hey, you didn't do a year, top of the year. Or maybe you did. I don't pay attention. You did.
I did.
We talked about them. I don't remember what we talked about.
I think I was actually here.
Wow. That's so good.
Well,
How do you not like that?
You gotta be weird. Gotta be weird.
That's so good.
Look at that.
Any of the other ones now.
It's so, take the chip up there. Show them what we're talking about. Put your money where your mouth is.
Don't eat my chip now.
Hold it up there. Let it focus. Get all stupid about it. Get artsy and stupid, Jay.
Because when I think of Jay,
Man.
Looks like a saddle.
It looks like a saddle. Because it's a saddle because there's so much flavor. It drips over the sides of your legs. You need a saddle to hold on to all.
Oh my God, what? Are you having a stroke?
You need all of it.
I think he's having a stroke.
You need all of
Good
it.
stuff, man.
Oh, that's a great chip. Woo! That's a great chip. Holy shit.
That'll wake you up right there at 1
Yeah, it will.
You meant your woo.
That's terrific.
I hope they never come out the hot chip with this much seasoning, though.
Good call.
Stay tuned. I got something in the hopper over here. Thanks for joining us. Check us on YouTube. Check us on Facebook. Leave your mom's social. You got to choose your own water fountain system. Go with an Oasis. It's the coldest going.
Oh my God, big bug.
You don't pick Oasis. You got problems.
Going to hell.
You got problems anyway. So anyway, we'll see you next time, and we'll talk soon. And y'all have a good week or not, or I don't care, whatever.
Hell, have a good rest of your life.
Yeah, your mom.